So I've been driving cars for a few years now and riding as well. So I'd say I have a good idea of which is more dangerous and why. So I'm gonna give you guys my experience. So first, let's start with cars. So me personally, I've been working on cars for years now. It's my profession. And while in the industry, I realized a lot of things about people in their vehicles. So the people in their cars, like not the motorcyclists, the people in the cars, they want to say the motorcycle is very dangerous. I would never ride a motorcycle for X amount of reasons. But then when you look at the car, is a car really more safe than a motorcycle? And let me explain deeper than you really think I mean. So my first automotive job was a lube tech job, and while working at that job, there was countless people that have, first of all, $30,000 to $60,000 cars, let me add, and they have not once ever gone through the trip menu, don't even know how to pop the hood. Like, these people don't even know an inch of their car. Now, you might be wondering why I'm bringing this up. So, they say it's dangerous to have a motorcycle, but if you think about the motorcyclists, now, for instance, a motorcyclist knows their motorcycle like the back of their hand, every inch of it, from the cheapest motorcycle to the most expensive. And the reason why this is important is because the person in the car really doesn't even care about their car or driving all that much, just getting to their destination. Whereas the motorcyclist is paying attention to the road, very focused on the ride, very attentive. Like, this is very important. These are all very important things. The moment the driver leaves the oil change spot, for instance, they're gonna be they enter the road, they're on their phone, texting someone they're coming home, they're drinking their Starbucks, they're putting their wallet away, all while simultaneously driving. And while the motorcyclist is just riding, and you're telling me that the motorcycle is more dangerous than the person in the car with their Starbucks, their phone, driving with damn near no hand on the steering wheel. I really don't understand at all. I've seen countless people on their phones while riding. Throughout the past year, I've just seen so many people just on their phones not paying attention. And they're the thing about it, the reason I bring it up is because they're the same people saying to not get a motorcycle because it's dangerous. But it's only dangerous because of them. Now, before I get ahead of myself, let me go to the next reason. Most of the cars on the road, there's a lot of nice cars, but there is also a lot of really bad, really bad condition cars on the road. Cars falling apart, cars without mirrors, cars with bumpers falling off, barely driving. And to me, obviously that's dangerous, okay? But the reason I bring it up is because since when have you seen a motorcycle dragging along on the road, barely running? Every bike you see is just the chopper, super nice, Harley, sport bike, cruiser. Regardless of the year, the person takes care of it. The person knows the motorcycle. The person is much safer and attentive and much better to be on the road than the person that doesn't even care about their car's falling apart, they're not even paying attention, they got more drinks in their car than gas, and these are the people that are saying to not get a motorcycle. So it really just, but before I just bash on the people in the vehicles, let me say one thing about motorcycles. So the people might have a good reason. They might say, okay, what about the people just going 200 down the highway? Like, you can't tell me that's safe. And I agree with you. But let me say this. In the car world, there's countless morons crashing, speeding, drifting, doing so many things every hour, just crashing cars. Yet we don't use that as a reason to not drive and say it's too dangerous. Like, the point I'm trying to make is that we can't use the morons. Like, there's morons in every category of life that make everything dangerous. So we can't just use the piss missile rockets going down the highway as the only reason that's why a motorcycle is not dangerous, or why a motorcycle is dangerous, because they themselves is dangerous. Like, they should not even be on a motorcycle. They're just a moron. The moron is dangerous. Morons are dangerous. The reason I make this, or the reason I say all this, the reason I want to make this video is because I don't want people to deter you away from riding a motorcycle and enjoying the fun and being safe on a motorcycle and thinking it's not possible to be safe on a motorcycle, because it is. And you can ride a motorcycle completely safe, but here's how you do it. Not only do you use your gear every time you ride, but you take courses, you constantly study, the way a motorcycle works. You go out and practice, don't just speed down the highway, but get to know your motorcycle. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. Or they get a bike that's too big. But instead of saying to not get a motorcycle, instead tell them to not be a moron.